Good day. As you should know by now, my name is Jacques Vermeulen from Vermeulen and Associates, and welcome back to this third part of the series in emotionally abusive relationships. Today we're going to look at the question that a lot of people often ask, and that question is, how did this happen? How did I land up in a relationship like this? A kiss with a fist is better than none. A lot of us will be familiar with these lyrics from Florence and the Machine. They often sum up the feelings or thoughts of someone in an emotional abusive relationship. Feelings of disorientation, confusion, loneliness, and almost hyperactive questioning of yourself, your morals, your ideas of who you are. A typical case of self-analysis paralysis. Once you are free from the relationship, you often wonder, how on earth did I allow myself to get trapped in such an abusive relationship? To try and answer this, I'm going to discuss a few techniques often used by emotional abusers to keep us trapped in these unhealthy relationships. Technique 1. This technique was described by an author as Nonsensical Conversations from Hell. Now, if you think you are going to have a thoughtful discussion with someone who is toxic, be prepared for an epic mind, I think you know what I want to say next, rather than conversational mindfulness. These toxic people use word salad, circular conversations that go around and around, ad hominem arguments, in other words, arguments where they focus on emotions only, projection, gaslighting, all these techniques they use to disorientate you and to get you off track, should you ever disagree with them or challenge them in any way whatsoever. They do this in order to discredit, confuse, and frustrate you. This is done to distract you from the main problem and make you feel guilty for being a human being with actual thoughts and feelings that may differ from their own, of course. Spend even 10 minutes arguing with a toxic person and you will find yourself wondering how the argument even began at all. You simply disagreed with them about what color to paint the bedroom, and now your entire childhood, family, friends, career, lifestyle choices have come under attack. That is because your disagreement picked at their false belief that they are omnipotent and omniscient, resulting in a narcissistic injury. Technique 2. Triangulation. Bringing in the opinion or perspective of another qualified person, an expert, into the dynamics between the two of you. This is often used to validate the toxic person's abuse while invalidating the victim, your reactions to abuse. Triangulation can also work to manufacture love triangles that leave you feeling unhinged and insecure. Malignant narcissists, maybe not the worst type of course, love to triangulate their significant other with strangers, co-workers, ex-partners, friends, and even family members in order to evoke jealousy and uncertainty in you. They also use the opinions of others to validate their point of view. This is a diversionary tactic meant to pull your attention away from their abusive behavior and into a false image of them as a desirable, sought-after person. It also leaves you questioning yourself. If Mary agreed with Cindy, doesn't that mean that you are wrong? The truth is, narcissists love to report back falsehoods about others and what they say about you, when in fact, they are the ones smearing you. Gaslighting. Now, gaslighting is a manipulative tactic that can be described in 3 different variations of 3 words. That didn't happen. You imagined it? Are you crazy? Gaslighting is perhaps one of the most insidious manipulative tactics out there because it works to distort and erode your sense of reality. It eats away at your ability to trust yourself and inevitably disables you from feeling justified in calling out abuse and mistreatment. Number 4, projection. One sure sign of toxicity is when a person is chronically unwilling to see his or her own shortcomings and uses everything in his power to avoid being held accountable for them. This is known as projection. Projection is a defense mechanism used to displace responsibility of one's negative behavior and traits by attributing them to someone else. It ultimately acts as a digression that avoids ownership and accountability. For example, a person who engages in pathologically lying may accuse their partner of lying. A needy spouse may call his wife, her husband, clingy in an attempt to depict them as the one who is dependent. A rude employee might call his boss ineffective in an effort to escape the truth about their own low productivity. Narcissistic abusers love to play the blame-shifting game. Objective of the game, they win, you lose. And you or the world at large is blamed for everything that's wrong with them. This way, you get to babysit their fragile ego, while you are thrust into a sea of self-doubt. Sounds like fun, hey? Thank you for watching part 3 of our series in emotional abusive relationships. Please make sure to watch part 4 as well, and should you need any further information about this, please go to our website www.vaalpsychologists.co.za, where you can find a lot more information on this topic and other topics of this nature. Thank you for watching. Good day.